Hey YouTube, how's it going? Making a new video here. I picked up a new project that I'm going to be working on, and I figured I'd make some videos on it. It's a 2002 CRF450R. It pretty much, if you don't know too much about them, it's the first of the new dirt bikes I guess made. They really changed a lot in 2002 compared to the older models. And this one I picked up off of Craigslist for really cheap. Picked it up for $1,000, which is pretty cheap for dirt bikes. If I wanted to get a really clean build, I probably could have spent about $2,000 and gotten a 2005. But that's all I had for now. And plus I like something I get to work on. And this one, first thing I'm going to do, there's a couple slight issues with it I'm going to fix, and then besides that there's a couple things I just wanted to do. So there was no point in me buying a brand new dirt bike because I wanted to upgrade a bunch of parts anyway. So pretty much for 2002, some of the big things that they have issues with are, first is the Airbox, which is right here. The Airboxes have bad seals on the 2002s. For some reason, I don't know why, they were just really bad, and they constantly would let dirt through and break other stuff. So the first thing I'm doing, well, one of the first things, it's coming in the mail, ordered a 2003, I believe, air intake box, and bought one of the, was it PC Racing Pro Seal kits for it, which will help keep it completely sealed. And I'm going to, obviously because it's a used bike, I'll replace all the fluids and stuff like that, and filters, and I'm going to replace the air filter when I get that box. Also, another issue these guys have is I think it's through 2000 and I'm going to say 2005. They're really known for blowing valves, well, having bad valves. And this one, the guy I got it from said he had just replaced the front intake valves. So I'm going to go ahead and do the exhaust valves probably, but I'm going to get it checked. I'm going to use, I bought a kit online for, what you call it? It's a shim kit, I believe is what they call it. And I'm going to pick that up, well, it should be here Friday, I believe, next week. And I'm going to check the spacing on all 4 valves just in case I have to do those. And then pretty much what I'm going to be doing first, besides those, the intake and the so the valves and the airbox will be, you can see the body is a little beat up and kind of ugly. So right next to me here, I've got a, hopefully it's not completely destroyed inside. You can see UPS did a number on it. But it's all new plastic for the outside of it, as well as the front fork guards, because I don't like the red fork guards. I like the white. So I've got that coming. Next, you can see kind of the the radiators look a little warped or bent to me. I'm not sure if that's the way it's supposed to look on the 2002. Last time I had a YZ250F, it was 2008, so it might have looked a little different, but they look identical on both sides. It looks a little damaged to me, so I picked up 2 new radiators on eBay with red line hoses, so I'm going to fix those. And then I also picked up a what do you call it, I think you pronounce it Boyesen supercooler water pump for the other side here. So that's going to go right here. This is just a stock water pump there. So I'm going to have red tubes that go everywhere. So I'm going to redo the tubes, redoing the radiators and the water pump. So with flushing the fluid, that'll cover the entire cooling system just about. He said it has a new spark plug, and so I'm not going to have to do that. The swing arm looks really good. Doesn't look really damaged or weathered at all. Not sure at this point if I'm going to be doing any resealing of anything. I will flush the brake fluid and get new brake fluid probably. And I'm also going to have to get new tires because the tires are looking a little bald to me. So pretty much phase 1 is just the plastic and the radiator and coolant. And then phase 2 will be, let's see what else we got. I'm going to replace the tires, wheels, the chain, and sprockets, just the regular basic stuff. The other thing I noticed with this one too is when you go to kickstart it, it's a little rough kind of going down to kickstart it. You actually have to have a dirt bike boot on. You can't just do it with your regular tennis shoe like I could with my YZF. So I'm going to take a look at that and see if I need to change out anything in there. So that might be an issue that I'm going to have to replace. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the handlebar. It's pretty beat up looking. He's got just regular aftermarket grips on it, but the hot starter just kind of is moving, and it's a little old looking. You can see the line for the brake is a little old looking, so I'm going to replace those with stainless steel. And I'm probably going to replace the clutch wires just in case, but I'm also going to change out the handlebar to the black Pro Taper Reed handlebar. And when I do that, I'm also going to get a new brake lever. He broke the brake lever. And you can see the throttle's a little loose, so I'm going to get an aluminum throttle, the Tusk one, and replace that. So that's just like basic stuff I'm going to replace that's older. Engine-wise, the engine should be fine. I shouldn't have to really do anything in there. A lot of the stuff on the engine is going to be cosmetic, like billet caps and all that fun stuff. And the suspension for now seems pretty fine. Once I get the intake valves and stuff redone, maybe during the winter time, I'll replace the seals and fluid in the front forks, and maybe change out the rear spring or something to a newer one, because I'm assuming it's the original based on the color and the look of it. So other than that, oh, also forgot, it still has the original 2002 exhaust on it, so I'm going to take off that exhaust and replace it for the FMF Power Bomb and Q4, I believe, silencer, header, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to get that too. So stay tuned for my build. I'm going to do a quick update right after, in like 2 seconds, of what it's going to look like with the new plastic. So give me 1 second to throw that stuff on.